All right, that's a bit better. Last time I hit record, it dropped off. All right, so I'm Jana. Welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. I'm super excited. We've got 3 amazing people that are launching their business tonight, so we can't wait to hear from them. But what we do is we get on a few times throughout the week and just share about an amazing program and product that we've found and that we have had amazing results with, and we just want to let more people know about it. For me, I found this program, product, and opportunity just a little bit over 2 years ago now. I was trading time for money, as most of us, that's the normal thing. And I was a mum of 2, and at the time I had an 11-month-old and a 3-year-old. So I'd literally just gone back to work after maternity leave, and I'd gone straight back into full-time hours on promotion from my old job. And I was definitely burning the candle at both ends. I thought I was putting as much nutrients into my body as I possibly could because I was super holistic, but I was getting run down mentally and physically. I just couldn't keep up. My kids were in full-time care and they were literally there for 50-odd hours a week. I was working 60-plus hours a week, commuting, working the job, taking work home with me, on call, and it was a very stressful government job. So something needed to change. I just didn't know what. A post came up on social media for me, and it was health, it was wellness, it was whole foods, it was family friendly, it was work on your own terms, be a part of community culture, just a lot of these beautiful words that ticked a lot of boxes for me with my values. So as much as it all sounded too good to be true, and I was very skeptic, I've also owned a traditional business myself, so I had lots of business queries around it. I reached out to this girl that I never met before, and I gave her 100 questions. She was amazing. She slowly came back and answered all those questions and then asked me if I'd heard of Juice Plus, which I had. I was lucky I was one of those people that had heard of it before it popped up into my news feed, and I'd literally been researching it for my husband. So he's the opposite to me, chalk and cheese. He eats meat, potato, white pasta, white rice. That's about it, whereas I'm that crazy juicing smoothie wife. So it's after something for him to bridge a massive gap in his diet because I was really worried about inflammation for him in the future. So once I realised Juice Plus had a business opportunity to go with it, I thought, why not? Let's get him on it. Let's get my family on it. And let's see what can happen. If I get it cheaper, that's a bonus. If I got it for free, awesome. If I made a bit of an income, well, that'd be amazing. Within 4 months of me sharing my journey, I was able to go part-time, so I replaced enough of my income. And it was only working in absolute stolen moments around my children and around my job. So I thought, well, if I did that in just, the little time that I spent on it, maybe if I upped it a little bit, maybe I could, really, say goodbye to this job, which I had never envisioned. And within 10 months, I did that. I was able to quit my job, pull my kids out of childcare, be present mum instead of present at work, and be at home with them and work solely around them, which has been amazing. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus is all about inspiring healthy living around the world. It's been around for over 30 years, so definitely not a new fad, not something that's come in yesterday, going out tomorrow. We've got over 30 years worth of results, all based around whole foods, about bridging the gap in your diet between what you are eating, what you should be eating, which is totally different for everybody because we all need different nutrients going into our bodies for inflammation and to function. Our hero product is our fruits, vegetables, and berry capsules. These are amazing because they give you an extra variety of 27 fruits, vegetables, and berries daily. That's huge. Government states we should be having 3 and 5 serves a day, and stats blow my mind that less than 3% of adults are even able to do that. But science suggests we should be having more along the lines of 9 to 11 to 13 even, depending on our busy lifestyles and how our body's absorbing it and functioning with what we're eating. And because our fruits and vegetables are so depleted now compared to what they were 40-odd years ago with our grandparents, we really are nutritionally deprived. So I love these, our fruits and vegetables, when I say they're deprived, that's because we're picking them off the vine well before they're at their full nutritional value. That's when we like to eat them. They're tastier then. They're bright red, they're bright green, and they're picked off vines. They're sprayed with various sprays, waxes, chemicals. Then they've got a week or two journey to our supermarkets. We purchase them, we peel them, we put pip them, and we cook a lot of the nutrients out of them. The fruits, vegetables and berries that go into our beautiful products are grown only for Juice Plus. So there is no need for them to be picked off the vine any sooner than what they need to be. So they get to be at that highest nutritional value. From the vine, they're taken to our factories, which are co-located or within an hour's distance. So there's no need for any sprays, waxes or chemicals. Taken into our factories where they're washed and cleaned, and then they go through a pulping process. So not a juicing process, which keeps all the fibre and all that good stuff in there, but what it does is release all the liquid. So including the sugar and the water is all taken out, and then through a cooling process, not a heating process, it's turned into a powder form and encapsulated into our beautiful plant-based, vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. All right? So then we take those daily and we're getting those beautiful nutrients in. And being in that capsule, that keeps all the live enzymes, micronutrients, phytonutrients, all the really good stuff in our fruits and vegetables still in there in the capsule. So we swallow them daily, and they get into your body, into your bloodstream within 3 to 7 minutes. And then it goes to work. And what I mean by that is we've been all pumping our bodies with multivitamins and vitamin C's and supplements and so forth for a lot of our lives. Well, I was through, off and on with pregnancy and being an avid sports goer. I was always putting things into my body, but they were full of so many synthetic and artificial ingredients. It was doing some good, but also maybe some damage. But then a lot of it I was actually excreting out of my body because it did not recognize it. All right, our products have no synthetic, no artificial ingredients. It's just all beautiful food inside a capsule. So your body actually recognizes it, understands it, and goes to work with it. And what I also mean by that is inflammation is different in each and every one of us. So my results are going to be totally different to my husband's, well, really different to my husband's, and then totally different to you. So inflammation shows up in so many different ways. In skin, it could be psoriasis, eczema, acne, dermatitis. It could be your bowels, your liver, your kidney, joint inflammation, arthritis, all these beautiful things that are going on inside of us. And some of us don't even know those. I thought I was putting everything I possibly could into my body. I couldn't possibly put anything more in there. Yet, and I thought I was feeling good, until I got this in there and then realized how much better my body could be running and is now. So I also love the fact with this product, it's had over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on it. So it's the most studied product, whole foods product, in Australia. And yes, Juice Plus helped fund those studies, but to have that gold label on there that they're peer-reviewed, that's unheard of. And I love that we've got that as well. I love the variety that goes into each and every one of these, and I love that I can read the label. There's nothing on there that I don't understand. It's literally just got cabbage, kale, beet, tomato, spinach, all these beautiful things in there. I know what they are. I know they've all got their own nutritional value, but those varieties are specifically picked because they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own. The other thing I love about the label is there's no warning label. This is safe for pregnancy. It's safe if you're breastfeeding. Unless you can't eat the carrot or the kale, Juice Plus is safe for anybody to take, which is pretty amazing also. So that's our micronutrients, all right? Getting the oil in the engine, getting everything running more opulently, all right? And we're a part of this amazing company, Juice Plus, that have definitely got a big heart. So when any adult takes this product, they actually get to sponsor a child for free for 4 years. So you're literally buying one, getting one for free. And the kids can either have the fruit and vegetable capsule, or they can have it in a chew form, all right? And so what they're getting is an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables, either in the capsule or in this beautiful chew. Super yum, all natural, same powder that goes into the fruit and vegetable, only it's joined with plant-based tapioca. All right, so my little ones have been on that. One of them since he was 12 months old, just cut up a little bit smaller, and the other one since he was 3. So, that's amazing for young, developing little children's bodies. It's creating that craveability, getting all their little, their insides working more opulently, they're sleeping better, energy, cognitive behavior, all these things are coming up in that study, which is really beautiful. So micronutrients, the adult and the child, and like I said, when you're flooding your body each and every day with that cellular nutrition, Like attracts likes. It's the same as if you eat a whole lot of salty chips, fried food, sugars. You're going to want more of that, except you're going to feel crap. All right? Put Juice Plus into your body on a daily basis. You're going to want less of that, crave more water, more fruits, more vegetables. And we see that all the time, especially in the children. So it's an amazing thing to have. Obviously, you still need to eat. It's not designed to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form. But we do have these amazing complete powders. So this is your macro nutrition, 2 yummy flavors, chocolate and vanilla. Over 30 plant-based ingredients in there, 18 of which are superfoods, all right, and they actually taste good. I've tried heaps of protein powders over my short life, and I love these. I add the right things to them. You can definitely use them for weight loss or weight gain, but they're not designed as a meal replacement. They've got beautiful things in there like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, pumpkin, mushroom. So it's covering your vitamin B, vitamin D, complex carbohydrates, obviously protein from chickpea and rice protein, all beautiful things. Niacin's a beautiful mood balancer, so it helps with depression and anxiety coming from greeny leaves. So that's amazing, and that's another area that we see huge results in. These are great because I know being a mum, lots of mums, are struggling for time. They're living off coffee and toast in the morning. And that definitely was me, except for I was having a juice. But replacing it with one of these is brilliant. My 2-year-old has this with me each and every morning, and he's super fussy like his dad. So to know that he's getting all those beautiful carbohydrates and fibre into his little body before we even leave the house, that is massive. That's a huge win for me as a parent. I love these for pre and post workout. They're great for the sugar fix in the afternoon. They're great for in your handbag when life just gets crazy. All right, so we've got some amazing recipes that you can combine those two. And we just love that they're so easy and accessible, and they just really taste nice. Then there was just one other area that Juice Plus felt that they needed to bridge, another area that we as human beings are deficient in, and that's omega. All right, we've been resorting to fish for so long to get that omega, but even for them naturally, omega comes from algae, from what they're eating themselves. So all the Juice Plus has done is skip the middle person, gone straight to the algae, along with tomato, pomegranate, safflower, sea buckthorn, and raspberry seed oil in a beautiful capsule, again, for us to take daily. And that's helping with our omega-3s, along with, brain health, heart, eyes, and again, joint and skin inflammation. We've had this just over a year now, and we're seeing massive results with that as well. And it's just, obviously now we get to cover the vegetarians because they haven't been able to take omega either. So to be able to have that, that's a bonus also. And that's our 4 products. So we don't have some crazy big catalogue for everybody to get confused. It's just all about bridging the gap in your diet, because we all get to live, we all get to go out and enjoy life, and some days it's just not perfect. But then we do have an amazing program. The program is all based around whole foods, about making us enjoy food, about enjoying being in the kitchen, and to really teach us and our children how to get that rainbow effect on their plate without worrying about counting about calories and having a strict diet. And it's deprivation free. It's called the Juicy Body Transformation. You get lifetime access, full access to this for life once you take Juice Plus just once. We've got over 7 ebooks, including a gourmet cleanse, a detox, there's chocolate. There's something for the kids, there's something for the blokes, there's the barbecue version. Hundreds of recipes. The program's, created by a group of people, but headed by the wonderful Kira Westwick. She's a nutritionist, a mother of 2, and an absolute foodie. So we're really blessed to have her a part of the team, and it's constantly having more and more value added. Currently, we're about to start our next 8-week shred, and that's where we're seeing massive results. On the last 8-week shred, the percentage there of weight loss was 7.9 kilos. In saying that, there was quite a few that, lost over 20 kilos. And that is massive, because we're not all about weight loss. And it's probably something we don't even go forward with, to be honest. We are about helping people with their health and setting them up for life, because this program is not short term. It's there to have as a backup to create variety and to keep you excited about looking after your health. So to make that a little bit more real, we're going to get a couple of the girls are going to share some of the results they've had on the program and products, and so we can just see how that all comes forward. So I'm going to grab Tracy B because she's on my screen. I'm going to spotlight you. So Trace, how are you? So good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for having me, Jana.
No.
Yes, the Juice Place came into my life about 2 years ago. I'm from a massive, well, my mum is one of 15 children, and so I've got a huge family. And what I noticed in the last 10 years maybe was a massive decline in health and mental health as well. And we've buried that many cousins and aunties and uncles to the dreaded sea, and we've got diabetes through the family and lots of weight issues as well, on top of mental health. And I've always been a firm believer in whole foods and how whole foods can heal you. And at the time, I was a massive raw foodie and vegan, and I was just pumping as much fruits and vegetables into myself as I can. And I was doing that because I didn't want to get sick like my family. And you know, once I started healing myself and feeling really amazing, I was like, oh, this would be really amazing to pass this on to my family, but let's get real, right? I was practically living in my kitchen all day, every day, trying to get the nutritional value into my body that way. But if we look at society as a whole, you know, we just don't have time for that. And so it was really funny because at the time I was looking for a supplement. I don't really like supplements, if I'm honest with you, because what I'd seen across the board was just processed crap, and it was made up in a lab. And it just wasn't real food. And a lot of it, like Jana said, was cooked at high temperatures, and there's no nutritional value in it at all. And then a friend of mine, she knew I was looking for something, and she showed me Juice Plus. And seriously, I could not argue with the testimonials, but most of all the science. And when I looked into the science and saw that it had that many peer-reviewed studies, I wasn't going to so I started, someone's calling me, we call it the zombie mummy, like you just want to die at 3 o'clock. I was going to bed at 8 p.m. at the time, but after I started taking Juice Plus, you have to drag me to bed now. So energy all day long. And you know, lots of my friends around me started noticing my clearer skin, and I just had a glow, and they all thought I was doing a juice cleanse again because I was crazy on juice cleansers. And I was like, no, the only thing I've done is add more nutrition on a cellular level, which was Juice Plus. And people loved that because of the simplicity, and they didn't have to do a 5-day juicy cleanse or something crazy like I used to do in the past. So yeah, energy was a big one. My skin was lots clearer, and what I loved most about it was that I could get Ruby on it for free. And my she was 7 at the time. So yeah, she was 7 at the time. And you know, even though we ate really healthy, if I'm honest with you, I had to force her to eat her fruits and vegetables. And I don't know about you if you're a parent, but trying to force your kid at lunchtime or dinner time to eat goodness is it's heartbreaking and sometimes really frustrating. So what we found with when she was taking Juice Plus, she was naturally craving fruits and vegetables because, like what Jana said, like attracts like. You start flooding your cells, you start craving more fruits and vegetables. So I saw that in her. And then I saw this healthy glow about her. Her moods were better. She was more regular. She was going to the toilet, you know, more regular. And what I've noticed most of all, though, is when there's a cold or flu going around at school, Ruby doesn't get it. I think there was a really bad one last year. She got it for like 1 day. So, you know, not a lot of sick days going on at school, which is cool. And yeah, she's just a happier kid. And if you are a parent who does struggle to get fruits and vegetables into your kids, I would highly recommend you try Juice Plus, because seriously, yeah, there's no more fighting at the dinner table. She happily just eats whatever's going on. And you know what? She's more curious too about fruits and vegetables that she's never seen before. And she's happy to try them. So massive plus on all of those. And everyone that I've introduced to Juice Plus have also had amazing results with mental health, clearer skin, faster growing hair, stronger nails, the list goes on. So yeah, that's what it's done for me. The program's amazing. You're a master chef in your own house every single night. Everybody loves the meals. They're super, super easy to put together as well. It's all a big winner in my life and my house, and I'm super stoked to have Juice Plus, and I'll never, ever, ever stop taking it. One more thing I do want to mention is the omegas are amazing. Mental clarity for me have just upgraded, and my skin is so moisturized. So I like the skin part, and the fact that we aren't rape and pillaging the ocean is a massive plus for me. So yeah, thanks for having me, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Awesome. Thanks heaps, Trace. Awesome. And I think we've lost Catherine. Her iPad was on 12%, and I think we've lost her. So that's okay. I'll quickly share a little bit more about what Juice Plus has given me, because I was that skeptic when it came to taking the capsules too, a little bit like Tracy. So I thought I was putting in more than I needed to into my body. I couldn't possibly put in more in there, and I wasn't expecting any results. I just wanted something for my husband, who just gagged at every fruit and vegetable. No matter how I hid it in his meals, he'd still gag. But now he's getting it, which is great. For me, the biggest thing for me was energy. I had a baby that wasn't sleeping. I was working full time. I was just super run down, and the energy came to me within 6 days. I didn't drink any tea. I didn't drink any coffee. I didn't have any of that. So I needed something, and it was huge. And I like Tracy B. I was in bed. I was putting my kids to sleep at 7:30, and I would wake up there at 6:30. I hadn't done anything. I'd come out and I'd be like running around like a headless chook in the morning because I didn't do anything in the evening. So energy was massive for me. Also IBS, just getting all my guts working properly. All right, they never worked properly for my first 30 odd years of my life, and then Juice Plus cleared all that up. And the biggest thing for me, I've been an ongoing sporty all my life, lifting weights, playing netball. So I had a crappy right knee, and I had a sciatic nerve going down my left side from pregnancy. And for me, that just vanished. By the 6th month, I hadn't even realized I was lifting weights. I no longer had a knee that was clicking, and I no longer was feeling sore from standing or sitting from too long. My sciatic nerve had gone, and that used to be an all-day pain all down my left side, which really deteriorated my training, my relaxing, my having fun, my being in the car going to conferences or to anything like that. It was really hindered by that, and I have none of that now. And again, skin. I love the skin part too, but that's for us girls, maybe not so much for the boys. So that's our product and program. Before we hear from the amazing 3 that are launching tonight, I'm just going to squash a couple of the myths that come along with the business, because it's an amazing opportunity that does come along with this product. Whether you just want to get it cheaper or create a holiday fund, whatever, there's no strict way of running this business, but there are a few myths, and I had those when I started. One being, I had a couple of beautiful people reach out to me and say, Jana, it's one of those structures, one of those schemes. What are you doing? You're going to be doing all the work for someone sitting pretty up the top. And I didn't really get the scheme bit because I wasn't born when those pyramid schemes were around, but I do understand it now. But we do have an amazing product. We're not trying to sell you hot wind. We've got an amazing product that we just love to share. And then we've got this amazing program there to back it up. But I think when you really think about it, when you think about structure-wise, that's where I was before. Yeah, I'd been with the government for 12 years. My first job was McDonald's even, and that had a pyramid structure to it. But if you think of like Coles and Safeway, those big supermarkets, they've all got their CEO at the top. They've got various promotion levels from their board of directors down to state managers, area managers, store managers, and so forth, down to the beautiful people that we see. That initial position that you normally get when you come into a new job, stacking shelves or the register. And we see those beautiful people there learning their skills and learning to talk to people for the first time and all those sorts of things. But I don't know about you guys. I do so much shopping online now. I'd prefer to spend my time at the beach running after my children. I hate going to the supermarket because the kids put in a whole lot of crap I don't want in the trolley as well, and it just a waste of time for me. But when we do go in because I've forgotten the milk or I need to get a couple of other items, I'm seeing less of these people now, and I'm seeing more of these, more electronic tellers, because people are shopping online. All right, so these guys are being told whether they love their job there, that position or not, that they need to either upskill and go for some of these middle range jobs. They need to either do the shopping for us or deliver it, or they need to go to another store where they've still got those positions, or they need to find a new job completely. But with not any of these traditional businesses, even when I had my restaurant, no one was ever going to be the CEO of my restaurant. And the first couple of positions right at the top, they were, you know, I had them covered with family. So the chances of any of these guys ever getting to the CEO position of my restaurant or of traditional business, being Safeway or whatever, are slim to none. They'd need to be with that business or that organisation for 40 years. And that's literally what you're working at the moment, isn't it? 40 years, 40 hours a week to retire with maybe 40%. And even when I switched over from one government job to another, I came into this middle range here, and all these people underneath that I was now the boss of, they hated me because I'd taken the position that they wanted. Yeah, the money was great, but the hours were long. There was no home life versus work balance, which, you know, and this guy up here, he might have a bit of balance maybe, but he's got a huge amount of money. He's getting a great pay, and he's just delegating down to everybody else. And I really, as much as I was career driven, I never was going to get that CEO position. I love what we do. Our structure is more like this. Okay, our top position, we do have a top position, NMD. All right, National Marketing Director. But we come into this business for a one-off yearly fee of $165. I'll whack that there. All right, when I bought my restaurant, I spent $40,000, but then I had weekly, monthly, yearly costs to keep that running. And I know for a few of you that are on tonight, you own businesses, you own traditional businesses, so you get this. $165 to have your business, and you've got all the processes, you've got a team there to back and support you. You know, it's just, it seems like nothing. But we all come in as a virtual franchisee. Someone links arms with us, okay? Which is beautiful. Like, someone links arms with you and helps you create your business and get you that success, all right, however you see it. No pressure. We've got various promotion levels also, all right, but we don't grow and you don't grow unless you do link arms and help each other get to these positions. If you want $500 a month, then, you know, we can help you build your business to that. If you want $5,000 a month, you know, you'll have a team there to support you and help you and guide you to get there. If you want $50,000 plus a month, you know, the sky's the limit. But everybody gets the opportunity to build their business all the way up to NMD. There isn't one person like down here. And even if this CEO did see what I was doing and wanted that lifestyle that I created, he'd have to start here. Start at the bottom, be teachable, driven, willing to learn, and then he too can create that same sort of success. And then I think the only thing that I was concerned about starting this business was that I didn't think I knew enough people, and I didn't have the time. Yeah, I was working full time. I was a mum of two. How was I going to do this? And I hadn't been using social media for like two years because of my secret clearance in the defense. So the girl that introduced me to the business, Lauren, she showed me how to share it with a few friends and family and how to use social media. So very quickly I found a few sporting buddies, netball friends, work colleagues, family that knew that I loved health, and, you know, if I thought it was safe, they knew that it was worth them seeing, checking in, having a go at, which was great. But what I also found was a few beautiful people that wanted something else out of life, yeah? Well, you know, my bestie, Linz, she had a family of 5 that she wanted to get on the product, and that was quite costly. So once she realised she could get that cheaper, she jumped on board. I had Catherine, who had amazing results. At the 2-month mark, she posted that, and it went viral. She had all these beautiful people interested, wanted me to respond, and I said, how about I show you? And so now she gets her product for free and gets to have holidays, which she never got to have before. Steph, she just loved the program and product, an absolute love bug. Couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner and wanted to share it with more people. I showed these guys exactly the same thing. You know, so Linz went and shared it with Rachel, and then Rachel went and shared it with Jess, and then Jess went and shared it with Liz. And all I knew at the beginning was Rachel. Who did Lauren know at the beginning? Well, she didn't even know me. I found her on social media. But since then, just following that teach-to-teach process and just sharing an amazing program and product, just like you would a movie, our team has sprouted out like this. all like popcorn, all very organic and natural. And it's all just because we cared and we, you know, just took that little step with our health and then went and shared it with a few people, which is really amazing. So now for the exciting part, we're going to listen to our 3 beautiful new souls that are launching their business tonight. And I'm going to go with Jared because he's first on my screen. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results are you looking forward to with the program and product? And why did the business make sense to you?
Well, Juice came into my life when I saw one of those, what I thought was a pyramid scheme, of course. So I got curious and had my skepticism and started asking plenty of questions. Is what I do with some people that I. And I got the answers that I was looking for. I got more answers than I was even bargaining on getting. And not just answers, but they were believable. So I did a bit more research and found that all the information I'd been given was not just spot on, but it was good, solid information. The Juice Plus coming into my world, the benefits obviously from a businessman's perspective is going to be obviously additional income on top of what I've already got. Getting my family and friends involved, give them potential to be successful. And just general, obviously, the good benefits from the Juice Plus product are looking to see some nice results from them because my diet consists of bourbon and ice cream. So anything on top of that's going to be a good start, of course. Drink plenty of water, stay healthy, do a bit of exercise, and hand in hand with everything else that's going on with Juice Plus, it should be fairly lucrative and successful business for me. And I want to bring up as many people as I can, not just push them up the hill with me, but drag them up or carry them on my shoulders and be carried and hold hands and do all that sort of stuff. But you got, like you see, you got Luke here coming on board, all guns firing, and Cody sits down there somewhere. I can't see him on my screen, but I'm pretty sure he's still there. And a couple of other fellas I'll convert. Mother walks will come on board as well. And I'm hanging. I'm ready to go. I can't wait to get started and make something of it. It's gonna be fun.
Awesome. It's so great to see a bloke on here, a tradie that really gets it and is really ready to make that change. Yeah. So awesome. Well done, Jared. So pumped and excited for you. Can't wait to see what this can be for you. All right,
appreciate it. Thank you.
No, you're good. I'm going to grab Peter now because you're next on my screen, hun. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you had or looking forward to? And why did the business make sense for you?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I love your passion too, Donna. You're amazing. Anyway, I've only been using Juice Plus now for a few months. February the 2nd, I started taking Juice Plus. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So I have a 14-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old daughter. As you can imagine, 14-year-old daughter, she doesn't like to eat fruit at all. She's actually watching, so hi Paige, and you're no eating fruit. Millie the same. She eats like a bird. So the Juice Plus for my kids is amazing, but really I've always been a really hard worker. I've had a traditional business as well, a personal trainer and a massage therapist. But when my husband and I decided when we had Millie, we decided that I would be a stay-at-home mum, and that's wonderful. It's great. I'm blessed every day that I can be a stay-at-home mum and I can be there for my kids and I can do the drop-off and I can do the pick-up and everything. But I went from this woman who had my own income to all of a sudden I didn't have an income source of my own. My husband works really hard for us and I love him to death for that. But I would have to ask him to make purchases. I'd have to ask him to use our money, which is really his money because he's earning it all. And it was, it's really bringing me down. I lost all my confidence. I used to be really amazingly confident woman, and all of a sudden I was feeling like I didn't even want to go out of the house because I was this mum, and a great mum, don't get me wrong, but I needed something more. So at the start of the year, I started to talk to my husband about you know, what am I going to do? Am I going to start looking for work? Are we going to put Millie in daycare? You know, what are we going to do? And he was really against putting our daughter in daycare because of the cost. And also he can see how amazing Millie is as a toddler with me at home as her mum. And like, I also wanted the best of both worlds. I didn't want to, you know, have to work full time. I love being a stay-at-home mum, don't get me wrong. And I'm sure a lot of mums out there can really relate to this. I've been going to put on lots of weight, also being a stay-at-home mum and stuff, and I started going to the gym, but I really wasn't getting any results. I'd lost a few kilos here and there. And that's when I saw this wonderful post on Facebook from my beautiful friend Jay. Now, funny thing is that Jay actually invited me to one of these events about 3 years ago, and I don't even think I answered her. I just think I ignored her. Stupid me. But I saw this post and she was like, I'm doing an 8-week shred. Who wants to join me? And I was like, that's me. Sign me up. What do I have to do? Buy these products. And that's when I was introduced to Juice Plus. And it hasn't even been that long, but I've had amazing results. So in the 8-week challenge, which just finished at Easter time, I lost 6.7 kilos. I lost 12 centimeters off my waist. I lost 6 centimeters off my hips. Noticeably lost cellulite. But most of all, apart from the weight loss, which is great, I gained energy. I'm now able to run 5 kilometers without stopping. I no longer have insomnia. And I remember saying to Jay, she rang me up a few days after taking the products, and she was like, how are you, babe? How are you feeling? And I was like, oh, good, but my insomnia is not gone. Nothing will ever take away my insomnia. And my insomnia is gone now. It's only been a few months. And so that's amazing. And I guess that's also increased my energy. The fog has lifted off my brain. I'm no longer doing silly mummy, crazy, silly things. Best of all, I never felt hungry. And also my moods have leveled. I'm no longer this crazy narky mum, and maybe that's because now I feel as though I've got purpose as well. And you know, everyone's saying, oh, what's changed in you? You look amazing and you sound amazing. Your Facebook posts are different to what they used to be. And this community also, like, I love the fact that there's a great community here of other mums and dads and everyone else just trying to be healthy and get their kids eating healthy. Millie's eating healthy, Paige is eating healthier, Paige's grades have improved. So it's just great. I love everything about this. It's amazing. And I wish that I had listened to Jay 3 years ago and jumped on an event 3 years ago, but I guess it wasn't for me then, and it is for me now. So.
And that's what they say. It's all about timing when you see this. Like, you've got to be in that right. Like, I must have been in that headspace on the day. Well done, Peter. Amazing story already. And you've only been in the product for such a short time, but now you're in the business and you're rocking it.
Such a short time.
An amazing launch. You're going to have an amazing journey. I can just see it. Beautiful. And now,
thank you.
You're welcome. And lucky last, where is he? Also, and our other dad from the night, Luke. So, Luke, I know how Juice Plus came into your life, but how did Juice Plus come into your life for everyone else? What results are you looking forward to add to your already amazing nutrition? And why did the business make sense to you?
All right, so I'm not going to lie. I can't really say I had ever heard of Juice Plus before. Like, I've had people try and approach me on Facebook in regards to like Your Health, MediHerb, all that type of stuff before. And then one day, Jared just sort of started talking to me, going, oh, you heard about this stuff before? And I'm like, no. So, you know, we started getting talking about it. And then, funnily enough, someone actually messaged me that night from, I think it was from Ireland, asking me about Juice Plus as well. So it's sort of just really, that's how I'm finding out about it now. You know, ever since then, it's sort of been on the cards. For me, I'm also a qualified personal trainer myself as well, and we've just recently restarted my business as well. So I guess what that in regards to with Juice Plus is good in a sense, I'll be able to tie the two together. So of course, with most clients, maybe, to be able to lose weight or gain extra nutrition, weight training, just to try and get that overall physique. By putting the two and two together, it's going to be a win-win for them, no matter which way you look at it. They're going to get the goals that they want, the body that they want, and their inside's going to be healthy as anything. So, it's sort of come at, as you say, perfect timing, really. So, and in regards to what the business can do for me, I also work with Jared doing scaffolding. So being in the trade can be quite a tough gig. And, now we've started my business as well. I'm working from 7 till 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then going straight to the gym and, not getting home till 8 o'clock at night. And, it is tiring. So if I was to, be able to get on with Juice Plus and really make some money out of it and really make a business out of it, not only am I going to be helping others, but I'm going to be living the lifestyle that I'm wanting to, where, I'll be able to, have that little bit of sleep in, or be able to go on holidays every now and again, or just be able to know that not only am I helping people with my business, but helping people with my other business as well. Because being in the fitness industry for the last 8 or so years, it's such a big part of my life, and to be able to actually make it my full-time life would be amazing. So I guess it's really just been perfect timing, and thank Jared for pointing it out to me to get me involved. And we definitely have some big plans coming, and looking forward to making something of it, that's for sure. So, yeah.
Amazing. Well done, Luke. We're excited to see what this does for you, and for Jared and the boy gang that's coming in, because we didn't have many boys in our team. So it's great to have you guys in here, and your dads as well. So you're talking about your time with your business and holidaying stuff, but, if I know Jared's the same, do you have that little bit extra time with your little ones, especially when they're growing up?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. Well done on launching, and can't wait to see what this is going to be for you and what your big plan is for you and Jared.
Oh, yeah. Just wait. You'll see it coming. Don't worry about it.
It's going to smack us in the face. I can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, awesome. So that's our amazing 3 that are launching tonight. I just wanted to stay on just a little bit longer, and then we're all done. We're just finishing up now. We're going to hear from 2 more girls that are just going to share what the opportunity is given to them throughout how we get paid. That's a really exciting part of our business. We can share this in over 29 countries, but here in Australia and New Zealand, we share the same business plan. So it means we can help thousands of people just here in Australia and New Zealand, and our business can grow. And it's still super new here. And people like Luke hadn't heard about it, and Jared. So to now that, know that these people are learning more about it and learning more about nutrition with the amazing program that onsets the product, it's pretty amazing. So we get paid in retail profit from connecting the customer through our virtual office to head office. They bill them, they ship the product out, they do all the work for us, and then they put a check into our bank account once a month with our retail and our commission in there. So that's our residual income. That's a surf wave. Residual income growing month by month in the background. And that's a beautiful thing to be able to build and grow in the background. But what we like to talk about is our bonuses, all right? We have this amazing incentive program there to help us grow strong and wide at the beginning, so we understand what sort of money's on the table later on. I'm going to press, yeah, there we go, that's going to fix that noise. So like I said, I'm just going to talk about the bonuses. Remember, this paycheck in the background is still growing and growing. You start off as a virtual franchisee. We help you smash out DVF, the first promotion. Don't worry about the acronyms or these names. They really don't matter. But the first big bonus is a $400 bonus. All right, that's for senior direct virtual franchise. That means you probably introduce the business to maybe 1 or 2 people, and you've got quite a few beautiful clients underneath you that you're giving customer care to and looking after them. All right, but what happens is the person that introduced you to the business, your teacher, for them helping you get there, they too get a $400 bonus. All right, so it's a teach-to-teach business. It's all about duplicating, not overwhelming you with too much information, just, enough that you can care enough to help and share a few people. The next one is a $600 bonus. That's the sales coordinator. You've probably gone and shared the business with, sort of 3 to 8 people, and you might have another 3 or so underneath them. $600 bonus for you, $600 bonus for your teacher. So definitely starting to grow a business. You're definitely starting to share it with the right people. And the next one is senior sales coordinator. That's a $1,200 bonus for you, $1,200 bonus for your teacher. You probably shared the business with a good 10 to 16 people and got about 30 odd underneath them. Things really do change where you do your work from there on. You're about helping these people now, helping them do exactly what you did, because that's just going to keep growing you in the business. I just want to point out here, you don't have to hit these. If you miss your promotion bonus, it's not a big deal. These are an incentive to help you grow. All right? But these ones underneath, they're unlimited. Bring on 2 new team, bring on 20 new team, bring on 200 new team, help them get to these promotions. All those teacher bonuses are there for you to grab and to help people achieve, which is really amazing. So now we're going to grab those 2 girls that are going to share their story in the business. So I'm going to grab Candice because she's first on my screen. So Candice, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What amazing things have happened to you so far, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
I got into the business about 2 years ago now, and at that point, my family and I were struggling quite a bit, and we were starting to live paycheck to paycheck each week. I also started to really lose myself in the role of mum and wife, which became a really big struggle for our entire family, really. I had never considered working from home, but again, I was just one of those stay-at-home mums who continually scrolled on Facebook, and that was my, I suppose, escape and second life when I was staying at home with my crazy kids. And I came across a Facebook post that I could have the opportunity to work from home around my kids, where I wanted to, when I wanted to. It was all about health, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is really cool. Looked a bit further into it, did a little bit more research, and the product just really aligned with who I was, considering what I had been through in terms of my health. I'd struggled quite a bit with my health, and considering things like postnatal depression, anxiety, dermatitis, a lot of skin troubles, a lot of tummy troubles as well. And the big one was endometriosis, which I've had since I've suffered since I was 19. So 2 years on, it's literally the best decision that I've ever made. In terms of my family, we get to make more choices about what we want to do. And the dreams that I had for our family are actually becoming a reality now, which is really cool. My health has done a complete 360, and all those things that I mentioned before are pretty much non-existent. So I have energy and vitality every single day, and you really, like Tracy B said, you've got to push me to go to bed. So I'm in bed 10, 11 o'clock at night and up at 5:30. So it's a massive difference to my day. The one massive thing that's been the change as well is the community. So the growth that I've had as a person, as a mum, as a wife, as a sister, the list goes on and on. I never would have expected from a stay-at-home or work-from-home job. And the super cool thing is I get to teach this to others. I get to guide and inspire and mentor and show other mums, dads, and anyone really what's possible for them. So, yeah, just super excited about everyone's future on here, and a massive congratulations to Jared, Luke, and Peter on your launch. You're amazing. Well done. Thanks, Jana.
Oh, I'll mute myself. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Candice. It's always lovely hearing everyone's stories because they're always so different. Like I said, we all come in for so many different reasons. And now I'm going to find Jay. Where are you? And Jay's going to share her amazing Juice Plus story too. So I'll just spotlight you. Take it away, gorgeous.
Hey, babe. Thank you. Sorry, I don't have much of a voice. I've had a big week away. Yeah, so I have been in the business now for almost 3 years. I'm a bit old at it now. I came into the business as a single mum, so I was pretty desperate at the time. Single mum, I've got 3 girls. I was working all the time, and what I was finding, I was just working so much and trying to put my little ones into daycare. And the more I was working, the more daycare fees I was paying, I was never, ever actually coming out on top. I was just working away at nothing, and I was never getting forward in life. I could never save money. And so I was at a really tough time in life where I was struggling as well. So the business just really made sense to me. You know, like everybody else, I was very skeptical. I'd seen so much about these online, you know, network marketing things. I wasn't quite sure, but I just knew there had to be another way. I think I just kind of had a bit of faith, and I jumped in, had no idea what I was doing, nothing. I just trusted the system and trusted that Lauren was going to teach me. And, you know, 3 years in, here I am, still loving it every moment. You know, it's been some really cool things we've got to do in the past. Like Jana and I, we would never have known each other, you know, if it wasn't for this business. I've met some really amazing friends. You know, we've traveled around quite a bit, going to conferences and all that kind of fun stuff as well. You know, and the amazing supportive community is just absolutely the best part of it for me. Like I said, being a single mom, it's not easy. I do live in the city on my own. So having guys, you know, friends like this it means the world to me. Not to mention the financial aspect of it. Within 6 months, I actually got put off at work. I lost my job. You know, nothing's really secure these days. And it was a bit of a shock. It wasn't supposed to end so soon. I was on a contract. So, you know, that was 6 months into the business, and I did get upset. I was really stressed. You know, how am I going to pay bills, you know, living week to week? And I was lucky enough, when I sat down with Lauren and had a chat about it, I realised that I was actually better off to stay home and start doing this full time and stop paying daycare fees. So that's what I've done. So after 6 months, I could actually work on this full time, and I've been doing that ever since. Our lives have changed immensely. We now get to travel. You know, we've had some overseas trips. We're going to Bali for a month to live in September just because we can. I can work from anywhere, so I'm taking my computer, obviously my laptop and the kids, and we're just going to chill on the beach for a month. So to think 3 years ago that would be my life, that's unfathomable. So yeah, you know, if anyone has, you know, obviously you're on here tonight because someone has invited you, someone that cares about you and has offered you the position or an opportunity. I'd say just have an open mind and look into it. You never know what it could be. I never imagined in a million years I'd be here still.
Awesome. Thank you. So good to see your beautiful face, and thank you so much for sharing your story.
You too, babe.
Awesome. So 2 cool stories, totally different. You know, one very new, one that's well, I don't think either of them are old, actually. She's saying that she's been in the business forever. But what I do like about this business is it's not 40 years until retirement and 40 hours a week. 4 to 5 years or 6 years, however long you want to take getting to that position or that dream pay, that lifestyle that you want, do that. And then you can, you know, live on your residual income and have that beach life in Bali, wherever that might be, and just really enjoy your life, because we take to granted our time. For me, I was the time poor one, yeah? And so was most of these people that have chatted tonight. It's just we take it lightly that's just what we have to do. I thought I was following my parents' footsteps, and society suggests that's the way you need to live, but you don't need to. There are other ways to do it, and this is definitely an amazing way to do, a vehicle to do so. Next one is QNMD. That's a $1,500 bonus for you and a $1,500 bonus for your teacher. And you definitely do have a really good team growing by then. You've probably got around 20 odd to 30 frontline, and probably around 100, 150 odd in your team below you there. You're on a really good wage there, but obviously, you know, it's still up to you what you want to keep building and growing. And then the top one, I've added an extra one tonight. I'm not sure why I did that. But anyway, it's a $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher's earning way too much money. They don't need it. You're on about 100 to 120,000, depending on how you're duplicating your team and teaching them and guiding them and loving on them a little bit too. Like I said, you'll get some people that want to come into your business that will purely just want this for the amazing product. Okay, they might just be a client, or they might be a client and they're just getting their profit back. It might be someone that just wants to get through the week instead of living from paycheck to paycheck, just have that little bit of extra cash so they can go out for a dinner, or go get that pair of shoes that they wanted, or new boxing gloves. All right. It might be the next one and they just want a holiday fund, or it could be the vehicle to change your life, quit your job, get your hubby home from the Defence Force or from FIFO or from trade or from whatever. This can be exactly what you want at the right time. And it could be for it could be for someone around you. You've watched this, you've listened to this, and it might not be for you, but you might know someone else that it could be for. So a massive congratulations to Luke, Jared, and Peter for launching tonight. You're all amazing. We're so excited for you and your journeys. A massive thank you to everyone who shared their stories tonight. And if you are watching this, whether it's live or in recording, thank you so much for taking that time. Because like as Jay said, someone's cared enough to show you. All right, if we didn't answer all your questions, I'm sorry, I feel like I have talked for the whole hour, and if we didn't cover them all, please reach out to that person and get those questions answered, because it just could be the smallest thing that could be holding you back. But yeah, a massive thank you for all jumping on, and we hope to see you all again soon. So good night.